long, long ago, in a time before our time, all the stories in the world belonged to just one being, Niam, the great sky god. And because the stories were locked away high up in the heavens, the world below was a quiet and colorless place. Imagine villages where children didn't laugh, where drums didn't beat, and where elders had no tales to share by the fireside. The world was dull, silent, and desperately in need of some magic. Then, one day, a very clever and ambitious fellow appeared. His name was Kwaku, Ananse, the Spider-Man, dressed in his finest, most colorful kente cloth. He looked around at the silent world and thought to himself, a world without stories. This is no world at all. If I could get those stories for myself, everyone, everywhere, would know and remember my name forever. With that bold idea in his head, Ananse spun a shimmering web, a staircase of silk, and climbed up, 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 all the way into the clouds to meet the sky god. There, sitting on a magnificent golden stool, was Niam himself. He looked down at the small, determined Spider-Man. Kwaku, Ananse. His voice boomed like gentle thunder. You want my stories? They are not easily won. But if you can bring me 3 impossible things, the stories shall be yours. Ananse leaned in, his 8 eyes wide with anticipation. You must bring me Oneen, the python who can swallow a goat whole. Then you must capture Osebo, the leopard with teeth like sharp spears. And finally, you must deliver to me Moboro, the hornets whose sting feels like fire. Niam smiled, certain this task was impossible. But Ananse just grinned his famous, clever grin. Consider it done, great Niam, he declared. And so Ananse returned to the earth, his mind buzzing with clever plans. First, he went to find Oneen, the python. Oneen, he called out. My wife and I disagree. She says you are shorter than this long bamboo pole, but I say you are much, much longer. The proud python, eager to prove his length, stretched himself out straight alongside the pole. Quick as a flash, Ananse wrapped him tightly with strong web vines. You were right, Ananse, hissed the python. I am longer. But it was too late. One down. Next, Ananse found the hunting path of Osebo the leopard. He dug a deep pit, covered it with branches, and waited. When Osebo came prowling by, he fell right into the trap. Ananse quickly spun a web rope, tied the ferocious leopard up, and pulled him out. 2 down. Finally, for the hornets, Ananse took a large, empty calabash pot and a banana leaf. He found their hive and shouted, The sky is falling. A great rain is coming. Hurry, fly into my pot, and I will keep you safe and dry. As he sprinkled water on the hive with the leaf, the panicked hornets swarmed right into the pot. Ananse sealed it shut. 3 down. He proudly carried his 3 impossible captives all the way back up to the sky. Niam saw Ananse with the python, the leopard, and the hornets, and he threw back his head and laughed a great booming laugh that shook the clouds. Kwaku, Ananse, you are truly the cleverest of all. You have done what no one else could. From this day forward, all stories shall belong to you. With those words, a box of stories burst open, showering the earth below in a rainbow of light. The stories fell into the villages, and suddenly the world came alive. Children began to laugh, drums began to beat, and people gathered to share the wonderful tales. And that is why, to this very day, every story we tell is called an Ananse spider story. Kwaku, Ananse, adjusting his kente cloth, smiled down at the joyful world. See, now, you will never forget my name. Thanks for watching our story. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for